5:46 on the clock, and welcome back to 13 on your side. I'm meteorologist Samantha Jacks. We opened with that severe weather alert, but I want to be really clear that this morning we do not have any active severe weather. There just is the potential as we progress into the afternoon hours today and then again tomorrow. But for now, our weather ball is currently blinking green as we have no change foreseen in temperatures, but also those showers and storms in sight. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. We have had a good soaking rain since yesterday evening and continuing on through this morning. Still some heavier bursts of rain possible through the next hour or so, but this continues to race off to the east and we will be left with much drier conditions as we head throughout the next couple of hours here. By 9 a.m. we are expecting mostly cloudy conditions, and this will be a break from precipitation out ahead of our next chance for stronger to even low-end severe storms. Hour by hour forecast here shows that by 3:30 p.m. we see those thunderstorm cells concentrated along Lake Michigan. They're going to make themselves known from Muskegon through Holland and down into South Haven, Saugatuck region as we progress into the early evening hours, continuing to move off to the east. By 7 o'clock tonight, that threat of thunderstorms will come to a close. That's going to include gusty winds, potentially heavy bursts of rain leading to additional rounds of flooding, as well as some hail embedded in those thunderstorms themselves. There will be more where that came from and much stronger storms than that even as we progress into your Wednesday. But starting off with today's threat, we're underneath a level 1 threat for severe weather for a majority of the lower peninsula. Right along our lakeshore communities, though, this is Grand Haven and southward underneath that level 2 threat for severe weather. Again, wind and hail and flooding are going to be my main concern. Yes, there is the opportunity for a low-end tornado that would be brief today, but that's really on the lower end of the scale, not one of my concerns for today. Tomorrow, though, it does add a little bit of concern to the forecast as we head throughout your Wednesday. All due to this dynamic low pressure system that's not only going to wreak havoc for us here in West Michigan, but back in those places that were hit so hard the last couple of days by severe weather. Temperature-wise, as the warm front itself arrives to our area, it's going to skyrocket us into the 60s during the overnight hours tonight and potentially teetering on that 70-degree mark throughout your Wednesday. It's because of the collision of this really warm air mass that's going to be in place and the cold front working itself in come tomorrow afternoon that we up the antes in terms of severe weather. In fact, upgrading us up to a level 3 threat out of 5, 5 being the greatest, 1 being the lowest for numerous severe storms possible. This time around, our threats still include wind on the very high end of the scale, but numerous tornadoes could be possible, and while they don't look to be long-lived tornadoes, they are not going to be ruled out of the forecast, so we really need to take this very seriously. I do think that our strongest threat for those strong to severe storms does look to be east of US 131. Now the rest of your 13 on your side 10-day forecast showing off that Wednesday is going to be our highest impact day. That's going to be from about noon continuing on until around 3 o'clock when we have the greatest concern for severe weather. Again, that's when the cold front works into the area and interacts with that warm air mass that's in place from the overnight hours and into early Wednesday morning. Once the cold front itself settles into place, we're going to see our temperatures fall down to about 48 degrees, but sunshine returns to the forecast for Thursday, Friday, and continuing on into your Saturday as well. We have added a chance for some rainfall on Easter Sunday, but it does look to hold off until after sunset. So temperature-wise, we will make it into the mid to upper 60s this weekend with mainly dry conditions.